Hey guys, it's Matt from Train Sim Society and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. Hope you guys are having a great weekend so far. So we received a brand new update yesterday from Skyhook Games in relation to a couple of DLC for TSW5. Now this update is expected to roll out next week and it's being labeled as a quality of life update. So here is everything that is confirmed so far. So for Cargo Line Volume 1 Petroleum, the Class 66 now uses the latest suspension setup, so that's getting updated. Scenario formations no longer show up in unrelated gameplay modes. There's improved compatibility with Free Roam and Formation Designer, and lastly, ride height of the Class 66 has been adjusted via bogey and axle data tweaks. Now we have 2 routes left. As we go down the list, the number of improvements becomes shorter and shorter. So for Midland Mainline, we only have 2 interior vestibule doors on the Class 158 now closed properly, and East Midlands Railway signage removed from Derby Station platform 4/5 lounge doors. And lastly, for Cane Creek and Horseshoe Curves, our US routes, we don't have much of anything. There's just one thing here. Both routes are getting the new TSW5 track shadow improvements, and that is just about it. And honestly, with that, a lot of players over on the forums are kind of frustrated, and I can understand why. Now, if you remember, Skyhook mentioned months ago back on the February roadmap that they were actively working on service updates based on player feedback, and they specifically listed Cane Creek, Horseshoe Curve, Cargo Line Volume 1, and Midland Mainline. That wording made it sound like this would be more than just track shadows, specifically here for the US routes, but now that the update is arriving, that's the only thing we're getting for US content. Meanwhile, Midland Mainline has been getting major improvements for years, and it isn't just visual tweaks. There have been functional upgrades, bug fixes, and all of that stuff doesn't go unnoticed. And it's not just Midland Mainline either. There are so many other routes that I feel like get so much care, even though they are several years old. But of course, leave it to the US content to really not get much. Now, if you're not a US player, if you don't play with US content, you're probably not going to be too upset about it. But US players were kind of used to this, unfortunately. I'm disappointed, but not really surprised. And to be honest, if we paid for this content, it doesn't matter if it was a month ago, a year ago, or 5 years ago. I don't think it's unreasonable to expect decent support and improvements over time, especially when UK and German content get regular, proper updates. Meanwhile, US routes get dropped, ignored, or given the bare minimum sometimes. And that's what this definitely is, the bare minimum. We usually get the short end of the stick, and anytime players bring it up, the pushback is usually always the same. They say, well, what did you expect? For free? Yes, if it's a basic fix or a standard update that's already being applied in other regions, yes, we expect it to be free. And I think it's wild to have to justify that considering how much we pay for these routes. I mean, the preservation crew doesn't even exist anymore, I don't think, but there was a time where we would get these quality of life updates and they were more than just one simple thing, you know? And this definitely isn't about entitlement, it's more so just about consistency. You know, if UK players can get year over year improvements for routes, I don't think it should be controversial to expect the same for Cane Creek or Horseshoe Curve or other US routes that really need some love and care. Let me know what you think about all of this, what you think about the update. Are you excited? Are you satisfied with it? Or do you think Skyhook could have done more? Personally, I think they could have, but share all of your thoughts below. That's gonna be it from me for this video. Take care, guys. Hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend and happy rail simming.